I'm Coco.
And I'm Ashlyn.
And we're with the Santa Barbara Middle School Team Press here with
Celeste Yarnall.
Thank you.
That wouldn't be a screwdriver you have there, would it?
Oh, yes, it is. All this beauty, and now Mr. Hendorf dead, somebody watching us. It's frightening.
If you insist on worrying, worry about me. I've been wanting to get you in a place like this for a long time.
What do you hope people take away from your film?
What I really want to do is empower girls and women to truly heal the world. Every one of us is critically important to our future, and from my perspective, co-creating a new humanity begins in a woman's womb. It begins right at the time that life is conceived. So it's very important to convey how important men and women and boys and girls are to our future. We want to look to a holistic, healthful future for ourselves as individuals, but we want to expand that holistic paradigm to the whole planet and realize that it's all about oneness and it's all about being whole. Does that resonate?
As a young woman, who did you look up to?
Oh, that's an easy one. I absolutely was madly in love with Jackie Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy, I dressed like her. I had dark hair, and I wore my hair like hers, and I just adored her. And I think she set a very beautiful standard for being a strong woman, but being very feminine. Because we want to be strong women, it doesn't mean that we need to be masculine. We need to be strong female leaders and stand in our square and use all the things that we know how to do really well. We know how to multitask. We know how to nurture and nourish. We know how to lead. And one of our ladies in our film said, any woman that can run a household can run a world.
As a young woman, which woman in your film would you most like me to meet?
Would I most likely to? I've met so many of the women. One of the women that I admire very much will be here this evening, and that's Barbara Marx Hubbard. I love her. And another one that is such an inspiration is Rianne Eisler, the author of The Chalice and the Blade, which is a brilliant book that was written, I believe, in 1988, and it was so far ahead of its time. So there's so many wonderful women in the film, and I'm honored to be in it as well. But those two really stand out. A lot of the other women I've already had the pleasure of meeting, and I think collectively we're forming one voice, that it's not so much to bring down the current patriarchy, the industrial military model with a matriarchy. The idea is to bring that old, outdated, outmoded model down and replace it with partnership, with divine partnership, male and female. And one of our lady speakers, whose name is Jean Houston, has a wonderful thought that she expresses, and that is, we need all of the gendering to engender. So it isn't necessarily that nurturing and nourishing is embodied only in a female body, because men have those qualities as well. Men, transgendered, whatever gender you are, everyone is important to our future. Male, female, however you express your gendering, let's incorporate all of the gendering and be one and be whole, holistic.
Everything has a story. What is it about this story that compelled you to make a film about it?
The very most important thing to me about Femme is that I feel that history, H-I-S, history has been written by men, and it has eliminated, squashed, brought down, I believe, a hidden history. And that is the history of women, the history of the goddess, the history of the strong woman. So for some 5,000 years, Herstory has not been evident. It hasn't been really a part of our history. And I'm sure you're not even being taught herstory in school right now. So I think with films such as Femme and other films that are female-centric, we can really bring the truth out, which is there's a powerful her story to be told. And once her story lines up inequality with history, we can truly tell our story.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
So nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. Mwah, you're beautiful. You're both beautiful. It's a pleasure to meet you. Mwah, Ashlyn.
All right. Thank you.
I have lipstick on both of you now.
We have to take back our power and say no to war.
It's all about remembering peace and love.
Women are the growing edge of our species right now. They are going to fix the world.
Not anymore.